Hello everyone, welcome to today's session of Lists in Python. Today, we'll see what are lists. We'll learn about accessing, updating, and deleting various list elements, followed by some basic list operations like length, concatenation, repetition, membership, and iteration. And then the last topic of the day would be two very important list functions known as append and extend, followed by a quick assessment like we always do to gauge your understanding of the topic. So let's begin. What are lists? So lists are nothing but comma-separated values in square brackets. These comma-separated values can be anything like numbers, string, boolean, or any other data type that is supported by Python. Hence, lists are one of the most versatile data structures provided by Python to store various data points or various elements. Let's see what are lists. We begin by creating two lists, list 1 and list 2. Say list one has elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 100. And list 2 has a mix of data types. This is the list. Let's run this. Now, what does our list 1 look like? It has elements 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 100. And what does list 2 look like? This is a list tutorial 1 to minus 9, having various elements here like strings, boolean, and integers. Let's see how do we access, update, and delete these list elements. So here we have three variables x, y, and z having or access various elements from these two lists. Remember, like we did in previous sessions, and based on our understanding that indexes in Python always start from 0. Hence, x will have the 0th index element from list 1, y will have all the elements starting from the first index, which is inclusive, till 5th index, which is exclusive, and z will have the second from the last index. Let's run this particular thing. Now, can you tell me what the values of x, y, and z would look like? So x contains the element 1, y contains elements 2, 3, 4, and minus 100, and z contains true, which is coming from this particular list. Now, let's see what are the elements from 3rd to 4th in list 1. It contains only element 4. Now, let's assign this element by, say, minus 10,000. Now, how the new list 1 looks like is 1, 2, 3, minus 10,000 and minus 100, where we have updated an element of a list. This way, we can update any number of elements in a list. Let's see how do we delete a particular element in a list. It's by using this function del. So say we write del list to 4. Now, how does the new list 2 look like? This is a list 1, 2, minus 9, where the word tutorials, which was at the 4th index, is deleted. Now, let's move on to some basic list operations like length, concatenation, repetition, and membership, followed by iteration. How do we find a length of a list? It's using this len function, where we run len list 1, it's 5. If we do it for list 2, it has 7 elements. Let's concatenate two lists. So we create a new list, list 3, as list 1 plus list 2. Now, can you tell me what the list 3 would look like? List 3 would look like what you see on your screen right now, where the elements of list 2 have been added to list 1 in a sequential. Now, let's create another list 3 as list 1 into 3. Can you tell me what list 3 would look like? List 3 would have list 1 repeated 3 times. Let's see. As you can see, list 3 is having elements 1, 2, 3, minus 10,000, minus 100, which is list 1, followed or probably copied a couple of times. Membership basically means when we check for a certain element present in a list or not. So here we use the variable x and see if the integer 1 is present in list 1 or not, and we run this. What do you think the answer of x would be? The answer of x would be true because 1 is a part of list 1, as you can see on your screens right now. If we want to print all the elements of a list, we do it using this particular syntax, and when we run it, we get all the elements of this list. Now, let's move on to extend and append functions. Let's say we want to append some values to a list. We use it using the append function. So say we write list1.append, say 789. Let's run it. Can you tell me what the new list1 would look like? It has 1, 2, 3 minus 10,000 minus 100 followed by 7, 8, 9. Now, how is append different from extend? Let's see. Here, we again extend the list using 789 and run it. Now, can you tell me what the list1 would look like? List1 would look like this particular list that you see here, where 7, 8, 9 have been added sequentially to the list instead of as a single string or a single integer. That's the basic difference between extend and append. So with this, we come to the end of this session. Today, we learned a lot about lists, what lists are, how versatile they are, how do we access, update, and delete various elements of a list, followed by two various important functions, append and extend. Now, I recommend you all to do a quick assessment to gauge your understanding of the topic, and please feel free to post your answers in the comment box or reach out to the coding industry.